Dave, I hope you kept the sarcasm in this episode to a minimum. You know how the Harley crowd gets. Let's just keep it factual, yeah? Just facts, and that's it. No funny stuff. Welcome back to Long Way Home, everyone. The place where getting your motorcycle news is easier than voice activating your bike to your destination, but not by much. Today we're talking Harley. While every conceivable motorcycle manufacturer took the chance to unveil new models or updates to their existing models, Harley sat on their Iron Throne, watching carefully. We have a date set in stone for the Pan America, unveiling Harley's first adventure bike. We have another launch date for their more traditional models, and their new CEO seems to have backpedaled on one of his decisions about not bringing any newer models to market, because a new future model based on the same Revolution Max engine in the Pan America has just popped up on their site. And also Dave is upset of how Harley is handling the Pan America launch. Stick around while he tries to not be funny. Alright, today we're going to be concentrating on the Pan America, pretty much one of the most important bikes in Harley's lineup for many years. Most important for a couple of reasons. Firstly, because I like adventure bikes. It seems so do a lot of people, since it's the hottest selling segment at the moment and has been for a couple of years. Harley has teased the Pan America for the past 3 years now, dropping little hints here and there, a video last year keeping it caged up in glass boxes at trade shows, but now we have a firm date for its launch. February 22nd is the lucky day when this very awaited bike will make its debut. As a little recap for those among us which have been blessed with goldfish memory, like myself, the Pan America on paper seems like a brilliant first attempt at a large adventure touring bike. Powered by a brand new water-cooled engine from Harley, dubbed the Revolution Max, it should put around 150 horsepower, which is quite respectable, and a very fun-filled 122 Newton meters or 90 foot-pounds of torque. Brembo brakes, proper adjustable off-road suspension, tubeless spoked tires, a wet clutch. I mean, it definitely looks the part when it comes to long-distance adventure riding, and personally, I have no doubts that it will actually be a great bike to ride. Even if Harley's experience in building off-road adventure bikes is non-existent, they're not a Mickey Mouse company, and I'm sure they got the right help from the right people. They didn't have any experience when building the electric live wire, and they managed to do that, being part of only a handful of companies to have an electric bike in their lineup. No, what I do have a problem with is their antiquated, old-school, exclusivity-based mentality to selling a motorcycle. If you go onto their website now to find out about the launch event of the Pan America, you are met with a sign-up form to actually watch the unveil. Now, I'm not sure if the launch event will be public and open to anyone, or just to those that have signed up, but I have to assume the latter, because after you sign up, you get a success message telling you you're now registered. Secondly, the sign-up form is pretty much a cheap marketing ploy, since it just wants too much info for a mere reminder. Absolutely all of the fields are mandatory to sign up, including your date of birth. Now, if you make a good product, a motorcycle in this case, be proud to sell it on its merits. Open it up to as many people as possible, make it easy for them to get their hands on one, and don't try to inflate its value artificially behind some exclusivity barrier. And by the looks of it, Harley is no stranger to this mentality. Not long gone are the days when your Harley dealer decided what color of bike you would get, because that's what they had in stock, and if you wanted one, well, you better have liked that color. Buying a bike for more than it's actually worth compared to what's on the market just because it has some sort of exclusivity tag stuck on it is not a good long-term solution. Harley's tried this before. It's worked for decades for them, but it's also one of the reasons they're in such hot water right now. So sell on merit and not on exclusivity. This also brings me to the second thing Dave's upset about. Jason Momoa, Aquaman. And no, it's not because Aquaman's pinky is more muscular than Dave's thigh. It's just that if you build a new bike which has nothing to do with your current lineup in the hopes of attracting the wallets of new riders to your brand, then maybe don't use the same brand ambassador you've used so far, which has nothing to do with adventure riding, and find somebody that is known in the community as an avid on-road and off-road rider. Ewan and Charlie, for example, you might know these two. Harley, everybody else does, and they don't shy away from long tours involving huge stretches of riding off-road. Just a thought. I know this must seem like quite a negative video, but it's really not. Quite the opposite. We need to talk openly about this stuff because at the end of the day, we're the ones spending a small fortune on motorcycles, and being properly informed about what you're buying is really the only way forward to getting better and better products. Speaking of small fortunes, what do you think the MSRP for the new Pan America will be? Will Harley bring it to market under $20,000, between 20 and 30, or over 30? I have this very uneasy feeling that it'll be very close to 30, and Harley will be playing their exclusivity and lifestyle card to the max, and I really hope I'm wrong about this. But in the meantime, take a stroll down in the comment section and let us know how much you think the Pan America will cost at launch. Well, that's the show for today, everybody. If you've enjoyed it, give it a big thumbs up, and if you think you've learned something new, consider subscribing or becoming one of our patrons to help us make more of these shows. Cheers, and I'll see you on the next one.